Okay, so last question for you. I'm a buyer. Give me an idea. If I got 10 grand, 100 grand, $1 million, where should I put my money in jewelry? Or should I?
Yeah, you should.
10 grand, 100 grand, $1 million.
That depends on how intelligent you are and how thrifty you are. Now, if you're getting an emerald that's an $800,000 emerald for $250,000, you should buy that. But if you don't know anything about an emerald, then you shouldn't do that. Then you should just buy gold. And lots of heavy gold jewelry, because that's easy to scrap and easy to melt, and go on with that.
Gold.
Yes.
So you're long on gold, or you're?
I mean, I was explaining gold when it was $1,800. I started making gold videos when it was $1,250 an ounce. I started the business, it was $350.
When you started the business 20 years ago, it was $350.
Yeah, $350.
From $350 to $4,500.
Yeah, it was $10 a gram. Now it's over $100 a gram, 14K.
13x.
Yeah, something like that, okay? On a chain, all right? So the price went up to $1,900 when the mortgage collapsed, the mortgage crisis, and then it simmered back down to $1,250, and I said, buy. It went up to $1,850, I said, last chance. Now it's $4,500. I don't know what the hell's going on. The story of our lives is what's going to happen with the dollar. My lifetime, your lifetime, the story of the dollar. Trump is coming in trying to hold the dollar and save it after these people prostituted the dollar, okay? They put the dollar out there like a whore. Give me my money, you know what I'm saying? This is what they did with the dollar. So the story of our lives is, can he save the dollar or not? Because Xi Jinping is coming, and he's not an idiot. He moves quietly and carefully, and they're working on the silver now. They're working on the metals now, but you can't trust the communists. You want to stick with this. So something is at play, but Trump is only there for 3 years. Xi Jinping is there for a long time. We all know the play. They want to show the dominance by taking Taiwan. And when they do that, they'll wait until Trump is out of power and they have absolute dominance, and then maybe they'll take it. They're not going to take any risks, any unnecessary risks. That's how you got to that, is his position. No unnecessary risks. And the story of our lives is in the dollar. And for the average person, they're buying, they're not buying. You know, right now, the truth is, whatever they're saying, whatever the statistics are, you can't really hold your money in the bank. You know that. You have to hold it in something. And for the average person, if you're not saving in precious metals, you're not saving, period. So this paycheck to paycheck credit card shit that America's going through is very tragic to me. And it shouldn't be like that.
Now, you're in New York City. Have you thought about like doing something creative, like I love communism, and taking it to Mamdani and handing it to him?
I don't want to have nothing to do with Mamdani.
Really? You're not a Mamdani guy?
Fuck
He's
Mamdani.
your mayor.
I mean, listen, I don't want to say it because he's my mayor. He's going to be up my ass. But I don't need any Mamdani. I don't need to have nothing to do with that. I like Mayor Adams, to be honest. I met him. He was a fine guy. I don't know what this guy's going to do. Let him prove himself. And let him do something for the city. Communism, schmommunism, all this other shit, all these games, and all these idiots that vote for this hope and change bullshit, and all these young kids with their, they're lost, they're confused. And I remember that I was one of them. I was thinking Obama was a great president and hoping for a second term he's going to do it, when he was just a bullshit artist the whole time, bro.
What do you mean by that?
I mean, when he came out with the Obamacare, his big move that took years. You know what I'm saying? He's a good cheerleader. That's what the fuck he is, okay? And he came out with Obamacare and the website crashed and it didn't work. That means someone was coming up to him and saying, yeah, we're working on it. He's like, great, we're going to build the healthcare. They're you know what I'm saying, pretending. People don't understand. These people are fooling you, and they are pretending while they're printing dollars and stealing them. That's all that's going on. So all that Obamacare, that was just feeling sorry for him and wanting to be a success. And when my eyes opened to that, because I was a business person waiting for a good economy, and I was building a website, and I had to do it by myself on my own. You're the president of the United States, and your website's crashing, and then you're asking Google to help you, and then, he did YouTube videos in the White House, because Google had to save the day. He had to pick up the phone and call Sergey Brin.
You know how much they spent on that website?
Yeah, they got ripped off, and they always get ripped off.
I think it was $900 million or something like that, Rob.
My friend, yeah, they got ripped off. It's just telling them what they want to hear, and it's just that's what communism is, and that's what all of that is. You're on your own. You know, that's really what the Republican and mentality is you got to realize these people aren't coming to help you. It's only the primitive people of the world that are voting for these promises. And that's why they get these dictators, because they believe in the liars, okay? And this is, again, what I'm about to say is a little bit going to sound crazy, but it needs to be said, okay? It needs to be said, all right? And there's a lot of super intelligent women out there. You got Candace Owens, who's just got her problems. You got Megyn Kelly. You got this and that. But, when women vote, they vote for the biggest bullshit artist out there that's telling them, empty promises, okay? All right? And that's, what's causing a lot of this. I'm not saying in any way that it's a concern, okay? Because as a man, you might have a different mentality and you might be more cautious to bullshit. But these dreamers and these promises, it's dangerous. So I just want to put that out there for the women that might be watching. Okay? Just
what
as
you're saying is, please stop voting. Is that what you're telling them?
I'm saying stop buying into bullshit promises and liberal dreams of kumbaya. Okay? That's my message. Vote intelligently. You need more female leaders. You need more black leaders. You need more amazing people that are standing out there and guiding people, right? You need more Jewish leaders, all right? Like that's I will consider myself to teach the Jewish. I'm responsible for my people. I'm not responsible for other people. I'm responsible for the Jewish people, for Azerbaijan, for whatever, and to give the right direction on moral behavior, okay? And I would suggest for other groups and other people, it would be a big difference to the world if you stop believing in bullshit artists that promise you a bunch of shit. We're going to freeze the rent. We're going to do this. We're going to do that here, there, this, that. These are all bullshit ideas. They're going to come to nothing. How many people suffered because of communism and because of all these promises of the distribution? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the Central Bureau. You're going to call the Central Bureau and you're going to build apartment buildings in Kazakhstan from Moscow. We need to. It's not going to work, man. They're all going to say, yeah, steal the money. So wake up, America. Yo, it's TraxNYC. If you want to know secrets of the universe, the jewelry business, gold, or what to do, it's Manect. You could reach me on Manect, and I'll have a personal conversation with you.
If you enjoyed this video, you want to watch more videos like this, click here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click here.